And then you're 50 and well, you got these problems and these problems.
All
then you're
downhill
60.
from here.
Yeah, and it's just like BS.
Like in the middle of a walk with my dog, I'm like, ooh, I need to do a plank, and then I'll just hold it. Just see how long I can hold it with. Yeah, it's been fun.
Here we are. Take one. I have the pleasure of sitting with Tammy Limbach, who I've just met. I can't remember, you were a referral from?
A shared client, my con camp.
Yeah, that's it. The man, the legend.
Yeah.
So Tammy is a Rolfer and has been so for about 15 years. Works primarily out of Port Washington, but also has an office in downtown Milwaukee.
Correct.
And I will let you, please, let the world know what is Rolfing.
Rolfing. So not to be confused with throwing up or roofing, which
Exactly.
often happens, especially around these parts, because there aren't many Rolfers around here.
Right.
The school is overseas and in Boulder, Colorado. So we don't tend to have many of these practitioners around here. So the idea is you go through a series of 10 sessions, and we work with fascia like the activation sessions do. And the idea is to help a person really inhabit themselves more fully and to get the tonic system online. So there's tonic and phasic muscles. So the idea is to get the tonic systems a little bit more online, similar to activation, and let the phasics kind of do the work of when it's needed. But oftentimes misalignments happen, or injuries happen, or aches and pains occur because there's like a coordination imbalance in a person's body. So the phasic muscles come online before the tonics do. This might be a little bit too technical, but I guess one way one of my colleagues describes it, it's like what orthodontia does for your teeth is what we do with the body. So if the fascia is sort of pulling the shoulders forward, we'll work with the cranium, we'll work with the feet, we'll work with the shoulders, we'll work with the spine, just to help the body become a little bit more open and aligned and move with more grace and freedom.
That is awesome.
It's super fulfilling, as I'm sure you know too from your work.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just, I think we can get into this mode of just existing and not understanding that the weight, the implosion, the stress that we accept as natural, whether it's circumstances or the aging process or whatever, it doesn't have to be that way. No,
exactly.
It doesn't have to be that way.
And I always think it's like health really, when we're healthy, we have more options available to us, mentally, physically, emotionally. And if we get stuck in a rut of less options, then aging can really sink its claws into us. Yeah.
And we have this record as human beings that I often, it's a little bit negative sounding, but I mean, we have this record that when you're 30, you're circling the drain out here.
Right.
And you may be unaware of the drain.
Yeah.
And then you're 40, well, you're closer. And then you're 50, and well, you got these problems and these problems.
All
then you're
downhill
60.
from here.
Yeah, and it's just like BS. We're not, we're designed to have maybe a bit of a flattening curve with our physical capabilities, but not this extreme drop off.
Yeah.
And I think that if you can keep your physical self functioning, which is intimately connected with your spiritual something and your mental something, that you can actually have an acceleration of intellect and psychological and communication and relational can be at a constant until your health span ends.
All facets of existence are hooked into each one, so we can affect all of them through the physical self for sure.
And calling out the healing capabilities of each individual. Like you don't need you to heal me.
Exactly.
You facilitate the process.
Yeah, which is one of the reasons I really love Rolfing. It's 10 sessions and then well, there's so many things I love, but the main things I love is in those 10 sessions, I don't have to diagnose anybody. Like I can see someone walking in and I maybe sense into a pattern, but it's kind of like my own interpretation is offline and I end up working on every part of their body. So in doing so, they become more inhabited and it's not me doing anything. It's reminding their system how to heal itself. And then after that, it's like, see ya.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll see you next year.
Right. Yeah, but when you know, and we say this in the activation community is, if I, or somebody that's doing activation, asks the body the right question. The body's super brilliant. It will give us an incredible answer. We just need to ask some questions.
I love that language.
And talking about inhabiting your body just brings to mind a really, for me, a poignant and beautiful psalm, which is Psalm 46:10, which is, "Be still and know that I am God." And well, first of all, there is something greater, whatever that is for you. But I mean, so you cannot know the divine without some stillness. And when we spend so much time running frenetically and engaging,
or just up here,
doesn't matter, upstairs, downstairs,
right?
And the digital era and all the benefits of what we have access to in communication, but it takes great discipline to go, I'm going to be still, and I'm going to not consume media information. There's so much information, but the stillness, you're consuming all this information from other sources when the information you really need to consume is yourself. So, well, thank you for all of that. And all right, so you came for an activation session, and we're actually getting ready to do a follow-up. So what was your experience after the first round?
So what I carried with me, which I've been excited to report to you, is the breathing. So I've taught yoga for over 20 years, and I've taught pranayama breathing for just about that same amount of time. And breathing primarily almost only diaphragmatically, I don't think I've ever quite done consciously. So it's the work that you did gave me more options. So having that option of just primarily diaphragmatic breath helped me realize when I wasn't using it. And sometimes it's appropriate if I'm running or doing high activity level. I don't need that as much. I need more up here. But then when I'm down regulating, I can see how my system has this familiarity with not breathing diaphragmatically. So I'm really bringing that more online, and it's been awesome. So that was really cool. And I really like how I move generally, for sure. But I will say it was like a whole week after I saw you, and I still can feel it. Like I just had these cravings to do plank positions because I felt so much stability in my body. Just a level up from where it was before. So it's been really fun. It's been really fun.
Well, and being able to explore how your body was designed to move and function. And I often describe it as, when our bodies are always going to find a way to keep moving and keep breathing. We're going to survive, and and if you're doing yoga, it's going to find a way to continually do yoga and do all of the different movement patterns. But when the dominoes aren't getting knocked over in the proper sequence, everything is just more effort. And all of a sudden, when it's less effort, you're going to do more of it.
There's more joy behind it.
There's more,
that's what's been fun for me. Like in the middle of a walk with my dog, I'm like, ooh, I need to do a plank, and then I'll just hold it, just see how long I can hold it with. It's been fun.
And then you can get the dog to jump on your
back.
It's like goat yoga, but dog yoga.
It's next step.
Next step. Cool. Well, what are you looking forward to explore in the second round of things?
One of the things I really appreciated was you pointing out cheek patterns. So it kind of illuminated to me things that I've been feeling in my body, but I haven't been able to make connections. So I'm always interested in more information. So that I'm super interested in, and the continuation of efficiency.
I think one of the beautiful things I appreciate about activation is that it is actually quite simple. And being simple is hard.
But potent.
But so it's pretty straightforward. So to be continued.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.